Mataji, okay.
Yeah, just.
Yeah, okay, Mataji.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare.
For him, only the direct sight of the Lord's lotus field remains. He should not attach it to chanting mantras. He should be attached to chanting the Lord's holy names. There is no way other than the worship of Sri Madana Gopala's lotus feet, a worship that consists mostly of glorification of his holy names, that gives a result beyond what one can desire, and that should be performed with faithful and respectful seeing of the places where the Lord enjoyed pastimes. There is no goal other than pure love, which mocks the four goals of life and conquers the Lord's lotus feet. Srila Sanatana Goswami explains that the four goals of life are material piety, economic development, sense gratification, and liberation. Therefore, no enlighten him and remove his doubts. I will tell all of my own story. Although the great souls think a person should not speak his own glories, there is not another story that will be good for him. Thinking in this way, the very experienced cowherd boy turned to the Brahmana and, as a sage speaking the Puranas to a company of sages, began to tell of his own experience. Srila Sanatana Goswami quoted Devala Muni's definition of a sage. A sage is one who is celibate, very austere, who eats little, controls his senses, speaks the truth, and has the power both to curse and to forgive. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, sages. Very much fixed in goodness. So not all the sages have to be devotees, but sages are pretty fixed in that austerity and sense control. Even Durvas Muni was also a sage. Yes, please. Yeah, dear devotees. Somebody else may continue.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare.
Srila Sanatana Goswami explains that the word moha means, the cowherd boy Gopa Kumar said, for this there are many histories in the scriptures. Still, as I remember, I will tell the story of my own life and what I have experienced in ecstatic trance. Srila Sanatana Goswami explains that the word moha means what I experienced in the trance of love for the Lord. And Adi means and other very confidential topics. O best of Brahmanas, I, the young son of Vaishya cowherd of Govardhan Hill, accompanied by young friends, tend my cows on Govardhana, the Yamuna's shore, here in Vrindavan forest and in the circle of Mathura. Srila Sanatana Goswami here quotes the description of the activities of the cowherd boys in Srimad Bhagavatam 10.24.21. He also notes that later in the book, it will be revealed that Gopakumara's eternal rasa is as a cowherd boy. In the middle of the forest, we always see a great Brahmin whose form is splendid, who is rich in renunciation, and who wanders here and there again and again, chanting the holy names of the Lord Krishna, sometimes engaged in japa and meditation, sometimes dancing, sometimes singing, sometimes laughing loudly, sometimes crying, sometimes falling to the ground, sometimes rolling on the ground as a madman, sometimes loudly calling out, sometimes fainting unconscious, sometimes muddying the ground with the stream of tears of love, and sometimes lying as a corpse on the dust of cow path. Out of curiosity, we boys always go to see him. When we come, he bows down to us with devotion. Out of love, he tightly embraces us and kisses our bodies. As if we were his dearest friends, he cannot leave us. I'll pause here, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
That's so beautiful. Thank you, Mataji. This is like, pure Ganges water. This is such a common phenomenon. All the devotees. This is one of the characteristic features of Krishna Prema. And in Gauranga Mahaprabhu's pastimes also. The love for the Lord is so much overflowing from them. They only can see Lord. Lord only everywhere, in everyone, everything everything is Lord for them. It is like this. Okay. See, maybe two good friends, childhood friends, very good friends. They go to school. They went to school together, did their graduation, post-graduation, everything together. So very close friends, and then both of them. So these good friends, they just got married, and then they went to different places. And they still kept in touch with each other. So they like each other so much. And meanwhile, they had their children. 2 children are grown up. And these very jiggery friends, they are now middle-aged. So when this close friend's daughter or son, when they come visit this close friend, then this close friend can only see his friend in the son of his friend. So much so that this son that has come to visit the friend of his father is not known. They do not know each other. The friend of the son who is visiting the close friend of his father, they don't know each other. They haven't seen. But when this father's friend sees this son, his affection and his joy will be so much. It's not because he's actually seeing the son of his friend. He is actually seeing his friend in the son of his friend. Same thing with the grandparents and children, right? So when the grandparents go, when the grandchildren go visit the grandparents, they see their children in the grandchildren so much. So much. So Krishna Prema is also like that. They love the Lord so much that they love everything that belongs to the Lord. Yeah. Yes, please. Somebody else. Please continue.
Hare Krishna Mataji, can I give Mataji?
Yes, please. Yeah.
He was pleased by my gifts of milk and other services. One day, finding me on the Yamuna shore, he embraced me and said, "Child, if you wish the perfection desired by all, then bathe in Kesi Tirtha, and you may take from the mercy of the Lord of the universes." Then When I had bathed,
Actually, you may take the mercy from me. When we go back, because it's a significant point, the concept. Then bathe in the Kesi Theta, and you may take from me the mercy of the Lord of the universes. So he has to give that mercy. Yes, Mataji, please continue.
then, when I had bathed, he, the crest jewel of the merciful, who, although he was indifferent to all material things, had all his desires fulfilled, taught me your mantra. Srila Sanatana Goswami explains that this was the same 10-syllable mantra the Brahmana chanted. Then, to teach the method of worship, he began to describe the Lord, the object of meditation. Overcome with love and crying as a woman separated from her lover, he suddenly fainted in ecstasy. When he became conscious again, I was too frightened to ask him anything. His mind fixed on something else, he suddenly rose and left. I never met him again. What had I obtained? What result would it bring? How should the mantra be chanted? I did not know anything. Out of respect for his words, this mantra alone was on my mouth. Unnoticed by anyone, I eagerly chanted it at every moment. Srila Sanatana Goswami explains that he chanted the mantra silently. The word kautuka may also mean filled with wonder. By the power of that great person, my heart became purified as I chanted. Then I developed faith.
Oh, that's so beautiful. Yeah, we will continue. Yes, Mataji, please continue.
Thinking of his words, I decided that this mantra would lead me to the Lord of the universes. I became happy and I was dedicated to chanting it.
Actually, so far, these are such important points. When he heard the mantra, he didn't really know what that was and how to be chanted, all that. But even then, this cowherd boy, by the power of great person, my heart became. Before that, Mataji, can we go up, please? Yeah. So out of respect for his words. So that was the thing. A cowherd boy didn't know much about the mantra, but he had respect for this. For this person, his who gave the mantra, Guru, since he gave the mantra, respect and respect on the person. Next, eagerness in chanting the mantra, though he doesn't know much about the mantra, details of the mantra. Eagerness and the faith that this mantra will give me. Then he developed faith. Yeah. So eagerness and faith. And also, Mataji, can we go 127? Faith. What is that specifically, faith? Yeah, I chanted then. Thinking of the words, I decided this mantra would lead me to the Lord. That's the faith. Faith that this mantra will give me mantra devata, will take me to the mantra devata. With this faith, so eagerness, this faith, and happy. These three things. Eager, want to chant. And I am very much confident that this mantra will take me to the mantra devata. And because of this, I'm happy and can't wait to chant and can't stop chanting. this is how the mantra is to be served. And before this was before this Mataji, 127, purified heart. Yeah, 27. So, a little before that, please. Then maybe 126. Yeah. There, yes. Out of respect, 126, yes. By the power of that great person, my heart became purified. This is the key. By the power of that great person, my heart became purified. It's not simply because he chanted the mantra. He gave the mantra, he is the Sambandhadata. But the power of this great person, the heart becomes purified. Because the mantra is there, the Shastra is there, but this great personalities, through their Vani is here, we all hear. But, based on how many layers we have between the Vani, their Vani and our heart, everything is revealed there with their Vani. When there are no layers between their Vani and our heart, when those words, the saffron dust particles, filled with the saffron dust particles of the lotus feet of the Lord, when they go directly into the heart, sit there, purification and revelation happen. The effect is delayed only because of the layers in between the ear and the heart. And this mind is there, the layers are there. That's why the effect may not be seen so much in the beginning sometimes. But it is through these sadhus, these great personalities, the purification happens. Yes, Mataji, please continue. Can't wait to hear more. Next.
I thought, what is the Lord of the universes like? When will I see him? Intent only on him, I left my home and everything and went to the Ganges. Hearing a conch shell, I went to the river bank. Seeing a Brahmana worshipping a Saligrama Shila, I bowed down in respect. I asked him, O Swami, whom are you worshipping? He smiled and said, Child, don't you know? This is the Lord of the universes. When I heard this, I became happy as a penniless man who finds a treasure or a man who finds his long lost dearest friend. I gazed at the Lord of the universes and with faith fell down as a stick to offer respects. By the Brahmana's mercy, I got the water of the Lord's feet and the prasadam offered to him. When he was about to go home, he put the Lord of the universes to rest in a box. When I saw this, I became very unhappy and shedding tears. I lamented, Alas, alas, the Supreme Lord is put in a very unsuitable box. He has not eaten anything. How can he sleep if he is hungry? O best of Brahmanas, that there might be another Lord of the universes in another place. I did not understand. Me, who was sincerely aggrieved, he humble Brahmana, as if embraced, comforted, and said, O new O new Vaishnava, what more can I, a poor man, do? I offer to the Lord of the universes only what I myself can eat. If you wish to see his opulence and a great festival of his worship, then to the nearby places of this country's saintly king, who loves to worship Lord Vishnu. There you will directly see the Lord of the universes, who is so difficult to see. There you will see your heart filled with bliss. For now, come to my home and eat the food that Lord Vishnu has enjoyed.
Thank you, Mataji. We'll pause here. We'll
Okay.
pause here, yeah. Thank you, all dear devotees. If there is anything else that you would like to add before we discuss, otherwise.
Hare Krishna Mataji, please accept my pranams.
Yes, Mataji. Pranams, Mataji.
I really was, I joined in a little late, but I just needed to hear a little bit at least. So I was happy to hear the part where you were talking about, like the faith, right? That this mantra will lead me to God.
Yeah.
That sort of faith that one has to have, that we've been given everything. And that, just in that month, in the holy name, everything is there, and we will get everything that we need, require, want, desire. That sort of faith, to have that faith, it's really nice and very strengthening to hear. I don't have, but when I hear, I think little bit, I'm like, feel that, oh, there is hope.
Yeah. And the biggest hope is this: though we are sadhakas and we are not siddhas, yet the mercy will take us there. Two things, as we already heard in the past. Sri Srimad Gaur Govinda Maharaj says, only two things required. That is association of the sadhu and simplicity. These two things. Association of the sadhu is there, but we don't have the simplicity yet. There are many layers between the ear and the heart. But this is a process. When we go on with this, go on in bhakti sincerely and prayerfully, understanding a current position. Yes, Bhagavan, there are layers, but you are so merciful that you purify. So however long it may take, how many lives it may take, thank you for at least putting us in the path, and with that gratitude continuing, and then these layers will melt away. Not so much with my own effort, but with my attitude, the attitude of the gratitude, and then like that. And the beauty is that when a heart changes like that, it's not anything different to something different to mantra, something different to guru. A softened heart is softened in any interaction, either with the Nama or with the Guru or with the Vaishnavas, or even if nobody is there. A softened heart is a softened heart. Like that. And when we hear about this specifically, this aspect in Bhakti, we are consciously and unconsciously emphasizing the significance of this aspect in our subtle body, in our consciousness. And, mapping hota hai na, psychological mapping में we are highlighting this part, highlighting this specific part, which is very crucial. So in this way, the hearing, again and again, hearing with a positive mood of gratitude, patience, like that. Well, that's the only thing needed. Otherwise, everything is present, and we just have to continue and just make sure that we are in that mood as we are hearing again and again and again, because this is the catalyst. My mood to what I am receiving. Like that. Yes, Mataji. And this is for sure. The beauty is that pakka, guaranteed, ho jayega. And a psychological mapping है ना भक्ति में, of many dots on the map. This particular dot is important क्योंकि there is association of sadhuvani. It is there in a doubt. And we are putting the time also. That is also happening. Then where is it that my focus should be there so I can emphasize and pay more attention to? It is to the mood. To the mood when we hear. And it is to the mood when we process and emphasizing that part. Yes. Yes, Mataji.
So, Mataji, if I have to summarize, and so I make sure I've got what you're saying. So, sadhu sangha is there. That's already given. Guru is there. The mantra is there. Hearing is happening. Process is happening. So, you're saying then my application or focus in all this should be to have sort of this.
No, not the application focus. Yeah, my attention is to be given on how my mood is.
Attention, yes, attention, yes.
Yeah, application का कुछ भी नहीं है because
correct.
It's all about the mood. So being vigilant about my mood. That has many facets, but especially when I'm hearing prayerful mood, basically. Prayerful mood when we hear. And see, when we say prayerful mood, it is not just only when we hear. A prayerful mood, a prayerful heart is a softened one. So it will have its own effect. Otherwise also, not just only when hearing. In
So
this way, the layers, whatever layers are there, hard layers hai na beech mein, all of them will be softened and then they will be melted.
Okay. So attention on being in a prayerful mood, and not just while hearing, but it's a thing. It carries on. It's not activity focused, but and also having the confidence ki ye zarur hoga.
Oh yes.
That we should have that and be in a prayerful mode. So you're saying the attention should be there.
Yeah, and a zarur hoga will be something like a stuck-on thing in the beginning. Kyunki that happens as the faith naturally deepens.
Correct.
That also will not have in the beginning. It is only the mood that is there in our hand. Faith to naturally ripen hona hai. Naturally deepen hota hai. It's not something I can fake it. Because I have to taste it.
Correct.
The faith to get deeper, I have to taste it. And how can I fake without tasting? I'll not be able to. So, only thing that we have in the beginning is action to hota hai, doing to hota hai, but being aware of what my mood is. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you, all the devotees. So we will pause here and we'll meet again tomorrow with Guru Gauranga, Srimati Tulsi Devi, and Harinam Prabhu. So honoring all of your association so much. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyeva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Vaishnava Thakura ki jaya. Samaveda Bhakta Vrinda ki jaya. Yeah. Srila Prabhupada ki jaya. Hare Krishna. Good night.
Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Thank you.